We got that Sunday motivation, that Sunday wisdom, them Sunday jewels, man. Just getting done at the gym, baby. Sunday motivation. Motion is medicine. Don't stop moving. Keep working, keep grinding. You can't lose if you don't give up, baby. Quick video. We doing a accountability video, man. You got to start holding yourself accountable, baby. This is the thing. At the end of the day, you either got results or you got excuses. You can't have both. That's not how life works, baby. You either broke or you're tired. You can't be both, baby. How's you broke and you tired, man? It don't make it make sense, baby. You got to get up. You got to grind harder. You got to put in some more work, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop BSing yourself, man. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters, man, is the results, man. Nobody cares about your circumstances, your hardship, man. You wasn't born with a silver spoon. You didn't come from a rich family. Nobody cares about none of that, how life is hard. All these excuses, man. You crying to God, cry me a river. Nobody want to hear it, baby. You got to come up with a play, and you got to figure out what you finna do, man. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about your circumstances? See, that's the problem with a lot of people. They always want to blame the world for their problem. They always want to blame their circumstances in life. They're where they come from. Oh, I didn't have this growing up, or I didn't know any better. This and that, man. They want to cry us a river, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop that shit, man. If that's you, if you the type of person, man, that's quick to point the finger, you know, and not take any self-accountability, sit and look in that mirror at the person staring back at you, man, and be like, you know, I'm far from perfect. I have my faults in life, you know, but I want to make a change. I want to change my circumstances. What can I do? What action do I need to take in order to improve my life, to turn my life around? You know, it starts with you not pointing the finger, blaming the world, blaming somebody else for your problems. You know what I'm saying? Once you're an adult, every choice and decision you make in life, it falls back on you at the end of the day. You know, so me, for instance, if I make a decision and it's not the right decision, I make a mistake, I have nobody to blame but myself. I take full accountability for any decision I make, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I deal with the consequences. That's what an adult does. That's what a real man does. That's what a woman does. You know what I'm saying? You're not no kid no more. You got to start holding yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? This is the next thing too, man, when it comes, you know, to getting the results, you know, cutting out the fluff, cutting out the BS in your life, man. See, a lot of people, they want to skip to the front of the line without putting in any work, man. That's not how life works, man. You got so many people out here in this world. They looking for the next get rich quick scheme. They play the lottery tickets, man. You know, it's like they want to go and be an overnight sensation, you know, just have this fame and fortune without putting in any work. That's like 1 in a million, man. You know, yes, it happens, but like that's only for one person. For the rest of us, you got to get out here. You got to put in some hustle. You got to get up off your ass, stop wishing for the shit and start working for the shit. That's how life works. You have to sacrifice in order to get ahead in life. If you just content with just getting by, you know, just being an average Joe, just having enough to survive, then cool. That's your thing, cool. Me, I want more out of life. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, and I understood from an early age in life that I have to get up and I have to make certain sacrifices. You know, I may have to miss out on certain things. I can't run with a certain crowd of people or hang out with certain people who are not going in the same direction as me if I want to elevate in life, if I want to change my circumstances in life. You know, when I was growing up, I tell this story all the time. You know, I grew up poor. I grew up in the projects, in the ghetto, man. The projects I grew up in, Columbus, Ohio, it was called Riverside Bradley. You know, one of the worst housing projects in Columbus, Ohio. I remember growing up there, man, and it could have easily went the wrong way. I could have easily went with some of my friends that I hung out with at that time and been out in the streets, running the streets, you know, selling drugs, robbing people in the gangs, stuff like that. But I chose to stay focused on what it was I was trying to do with my life and make it out of that situation, you know, and it all worked out. You know, my mom was strict. You know, she didn't let us run the streets. You know what I'm saying? I stayed focused on school, football, and lifting weights. And I was able to get me a football scholarship, get my degree in criminal justice. I've been working in my field for 13 years now. You know, I look, some of my friends I grew up with, man, you know, the last prison I worked at, man, there was a dude I grew up with when we were like 13 years old. He was in there for robbing banks. He was doing a 15-year bid. He was like 2 years younger than me, man. That could have easily been me. We grew up in the same neighborhood, the same exact projects. He stayed in the apartments in the back. I stayed at the ones in the front. We went to the same Boys and Girls Club. We went to the same recreation center. You know, the public pool was right there. All that, man. We grew up. I lost touch with him when we were about 14 years old. My mom, she moved us away. But you know, that just goes to show you I could have easily been me if I chose to not stay focused, you know, and be a victim of the streets, be a victim of my circumstances. But I knew it was more to life for me, man. I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want to stay stuck in that environment, you know, stuck on stupid, not doing anything with my life, you know, just being idiotic, doing dumb shit. For what? For what, man? You know, I that wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the type to want to be out in the streets, you know, trying to join the gang, stuff like that. When they was over there doing that, I was at the gym, you know, lifting weights, man, or at football practice, doing after school programs, playing chess, stuff like that, man. You know, I was trying to stay focused. I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want to stay stuck in that situation. I had to make it out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you know how people, they want to skip to the front of the line. You know, it doesn't matter what you think you deserve, you know, in your life. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't put in any work for it, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? There's no participation trophies in life. Yes, you may get it when you were a kid. You know, we play Little League football. Everybody got a trophy, you know. But when you an adult, you out here in the real world, there's no participation trophies. You either a winner in life or you a loser. You know, you got to make up your mind at the end of the day what it is you trying to do. You know, can't nobody make that decision except you. You know, like I said, I accept full responsibility for every choice, every action I've made in my life. You know, I've made a lot of good choices, but I also made bad decisions over the years. You know, I've done dumb stuff, wasted money on shit. I wish I can get all that money back. You know, when I was running around in my 20s, you know, more young, wild and free, you know, shit like that, buying dumb stuff that didn't even matter. I don't even have nothing to show for it. If I can get all that time, all that money I wasted over the years back, man, I would just invest it, you know, maybe buy me another house, get started in real estate, invested into this YouTube channel, stuff like that, man. But you live and you learn. We all young and dumb at some point in our life. You know, what you choose to do with it, you know, as far as if you're going to stay young and dumb, stay stuck on stupid all your life, or are you going to elevate and see that there's a bigger picture out here in the world? You got to figure this shit out for yourself, man. You know, the world, nobody's coming to save you out here. Let's understand that. Nobody is coming to save you. You know, nobody's going to throw you a lifeline, man. You got to either sink or you got to swim. You got to throw yourself a lifeline. You got to save yourself. Be your own hero out here. You know what I'm saying? This is the next thing, man. You know, as far as when it comes to getting results, most people aren't willing to do the things daily to get the things that most people will never get in their lives. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to go the extra mile. It's less traffic when you go the extra mile. You know, you do things on a daily basis that most people do only on occasions. You're going to rise above the crowd. You're going to start to separate yourself from the pack. You know, it's just like I always say, eagles don't hang out with pigeons. You know, the pigeons, they flock together in a group. The eagle, he soars alone by himself. You know, elevation in life, it requires separation, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, you know. So if you hanging out with a certain crowd of people, you in certain circumstances, situations that's not conducive or beneficial to where you are going with your life, you have to start to distance yourself from that. You know, I knew once I started to elevate in life, I couldn't be hanging out with the same people, man. They not doing nothing with their life. All they want to do is smoke, get high every day, go to the club, chase women and shit like that. Man, the shit, I'm like, that's cool and all, you know, there's a time and place for that, man. But I want something more out of my life, man. If y'all not on that type of time, if that ain't what y'all talking about, man, you know, then I got to love y'all from a distance, man. Because I got to get to this upper echelon. I got to start to elevate, man. I got to start to change my situation, man. So if that means I got to go in different rooms and sit at different tables, then so be it, man. It's no hard feelings. It's nothing personal, man. You know, if that's you and you in that predicament right now, you know, you starting to elevate. You starting to see that the people around you, they're not beneficial for you, man. They not doing nothing with their lives. You know, it's like they trying to weigh you down. Ain't nothing wrong with distancing yourself and, you know, going to sit at another table. You know, yeah, they may feel some type of way. They may start to say, oh, you think you better than us. You don't come around no more. Hey, man, sometimes you got to leave the nest, you know, in order to soar and elevate in life. You know, it just is what it is, man. No hard feelings. And if they say something or they feel some type of way, man, hey, man, explain to them, I want something more out of my life, man. You can either come with me, man, or you can stay over there, man. It is what it is, man. You got to keep driving and be like the bus driver, man. The bus driver, his job is to keep driving. People get on the bus. People are going to get off the bus. He got to keep driving, man. He got to stay focused on his route. So you got to stay focused on your mission in life. You know what I'm saying? This is the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't think just because somebody is rich, you know, or they had good genetics or they had this and that, you know, they had a head start in life, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that you can't be successful, you know, just because, like I said, they had a head start in life on you, man. I see people, man, you know, growing up, you know, I say I grew up in the projects, right? I used to kind of be ashamed, low key, you know, when I would go to some of my friends' house, you know, they come from a nice neighborhood. They had 2-parent households. You know, they parents drove nice cars and stuff. You know, I would spend the night at their house on the weekends and they would drop me back off, you know, at my mom's in the projects. You know, I would kind of be ashamed, low key, as a kid, you know, but now I embrace that and I look back, you know what I'm saying? And that made me who I am today. And this is the next thing too, man. You know, some of them people, you know, where they got everything handed to them, they spoon fed, you know, they get all these breaks and favors, man. They don't stay consistent. They're not hungry enough like I was. I was hungry to get out of that situation, man. I had that chip on my shoulder, like, man, I gotta make something of myself. I can't stay stuck in the hood, stay stuck in the ghetto, you know. So people like that, when they not hungry, they got everything handed to them, they get lazy. They get soft. They don't really have no trials and tribulations. They never really went through nothing. So they start slacking up. And guess what happened? I started passing some of them people up. You know what I'm saying? I seen people, you know, they grew up with that head start. They had that advantage. And I look, some of them, they not even doing nothing with their lives, you know? I'm supposed to be the one not doing nothing with my life. Here I am. I'm successful. I'm in a career. You know, I bought a house. I got, you know, money saved up, investment. I got 2 cars. I'm able to travel the world, stuff, take vacations all throughout the years, you know? Them people, they supposed to be that. That's supposed to be them, not me, you know? Like I said, life is all about the choices you make. The choices you make in your life, man. A year from now, 2 years, 5 years from now, you either gonna be smiling or you gonna be having your head in your head like this, man. Like, damn, I regret that decision. Damn, I messed up. I should have took this more serious. I should have took school more serious, man. I had this opportunity to get this scholarship. I should have went ahead and did that. This career came open, man. The job opportunity, I should have took that, man. I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be cool, man. That's how you see like some of those celebrities' kids, right? They grow up in a rich neighborhood. They got rich parents, but they want to be from the hood. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense. You come from a gated community. You come from a motherfucking life of privilege. Why do you want to fucking go somewhere and try to be something you're not? You know, I'm not glorifying the hood. You know, I'm not a hood dude by all means. I just grew up in that environment. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around people that were about that life, you know, but that wasn't me. You know, I just happened, we didn't have any money. So that's where we had to live at. You know what I'm saying? I stayed, like I said, I stayed focused on the football, school, and I was able to get me a scholarship, man, and make it up out of that. But I don't understand people, you know, it's like, you rich, your parents is rich, my guy. Why you want to be hood or try to be something you not, man? You should be trying to preach to people, you know, to get like you. You know, if I was coming up, growing poor, I was like trying to be like them. I was like, damn, I wish my parents was rich. I wish we lived in like a 5-bedroom house, shit like that, man. You know, I got people in my family that's like that. You know, I remember some cousins, you know, they grew up in a nice neighborhood. They had 5-6-bedroom house, but it's like, that my cousin, they want to be hood, they want to be ghetto, shit like that. I'm like, it don't make no sense to me. it's like idiotic to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's like you see plenty of rich people, you know, they make bad decisions, man, and they end up crashing out or they end up losing it all, you know. So that goes to show you, you know, with great talent comes great responsibility. You know, you can have it all. Once you start winning in life, you start making the right decisions. You make a conscious effort to improve your circumstances, and it starts to finally work, and you start elevating. You can't get the big head. You can't start thinking you this and that. You got to stay humble. You got to stay hustling. That's what I pride myself on. You know, I've been, my YouTube channel starting to do good. It's starting to pick up traction. I've been, you know, like I said, I've been doing good as far as taking care of myself, doing well for myself in my career, you know, my personal life, stuff like that. But it's like the more I win, the more success I see. That just makes me want to grind even harder, lock in even more. Not the opposite, not starting to kick back, you know, taking my foot off the pedal, thinking I'm doing something, thinking I made it. No, I want to grind even harder, hustle up, lock in even more, stay humble, stay down, stay low key, man. Stay small so you can keep winning. That's how once you get to the top, that's how you stay on top. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, at the end of the day, today is the perfect opportunity, man, you know, to start getting the results, start getting what you want out of life, man. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till next week, man. I hope this video inspires you and it motivates you to start making changes today. It starts now, man. Don't procrastinate no longer. The time is now. We ain't got no time to waste. Hell, we might not even be here tomorrow. So you got to motherfucking put the play in the motion right now. Figure out what it is you are, who you are as a person. Figure out what it is you want out of life. Come up with your play and put the play in the motion. You know, that's how you win. That's how you start getting the results. And you're not just going to be one of these people out here that just got, you know, a laundry list full of excuses and no results. Like I said, the world don't give a fuck about your excuses, man. You either got results or you got excuses. You either got money or you're broke. You either broke or you're tired. You can't be both, baby. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale. This one of my shirts right here. Hustlers never retire, man. It never stops, man. You can't lose if you don't give up. Just keep going through the good, through the bad. If you're going through some storms right now, keep walking. At the end of all them storms, there's always sunshine, baby. Y'all got any comments, any input on this video, any topics for future videos y'all want me to do, drop that comment. I'll be sure to reply to you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.